To our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Coming up, it's Divisional Round Saturday, and we've got an AFC battle on tap between the Indianapolis Colts and the Houston Texans. The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway.
That's it, baby. We're going to work.
And what is going on here? Are they serious? First down, and they're in punt formation. Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early for his defense.
Off the play fake, here's Brissett. Rodgers brings it in. Sheds another. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Complete to Chester Rodgers. A 5-yard pickup on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Here we go. Go to base. Hey, tight down. There you go.
On 3rd down, Brissett. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. I would say they went 3 and out last time, but actually they didn't even get to 3 and out. Still a strange decision to us here in the booth.
Yeah, let's hope they don't go 1 and out, but maybe, possibly, let's try and think with them here. Try to play field position maybe, turn the ball over, put it in the hands of their defense. Who knows?
You're a nice man. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. Nice pickup for a 1st down.
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
60 out more. Hey, check the smooth. Watch the safety creep. Yep. Go.
On second down, here's Miller. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up third down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
They'll try to run for it with Miller. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. Third down turns to first with that 5-yard pickup.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
10-2, sir. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
On 1st and 10, here's A.J. McCarron. It's complete to Fuller. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
It's
A first down carry now for Miller. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
This is Miller. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
Early down stuffs will put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7.
Hey, Foxtrot. 58, it's Mike. Let's go, defense. Shoot.
Shotgun snap from McCarron. That is caught. Hopkins for the Texans touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins there to make the grab as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3 and out.
And now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. On second down, Brissett again. Got it complete to Rodgers. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the second down pass play only went for 2.
Mike 55, Mike 55, Mike 55. Hey, watch the slant. Hey, check Mike.
From the gun, here's Brissett. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
Ready.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber. Hey, Sam off. Yo, go.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
2nd and 5 now. McCarron, and this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Throwing now is McCarron. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. Here's Brian Anger now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. This will be fielded at the 17. Oh, he nearly broke that one. As it stands, though, a heck of a 36-yard run back. And the Colts are set up well as they take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Benardrick McKinney there to make the stop.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Throwing on 2nd down. Brissett. This one complete to Devin Funchess. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. 6-0 our score after 1. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all. And now they're looking at 3rd down here. Out of the gun, Brissett. And that will be incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th. Brissett to throw for it on 4th. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They start the drive with High, and this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
From the 41, McCarron going deep for Hopkins. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. A huge play there for Houston. And even 40 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. On 1st down, Miller. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. And between the last 2 plays, they've moved it over half the length of the football field.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
They'll try and run for it with Miller. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Texans push further out in front. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Brissett. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. To Sean Gibson. Give him the sack on the safety blitz.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. He's going to rifle one deep left into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. They set themselves behind the chains, tried to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20.
And that's one of the reasons we like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments and doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Let's go, tackle. Let's go. We got this. We got this. Get it.
Now a play fake. McCarron. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Justin Houston. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DM.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well. And that's why you rely on your left tackle, maybe your highest-paid offensive lineman, to take care of you. In this situation, that didn't happen.
A.J. McCarron looking to throw. This is caught. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football.
And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. A.J. McCarron with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Texans push further out in front. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to an even 20. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.